Don't it feel good? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. I'm going to hear from you guys today. But Pizza Minetti got a lot to talk about.
Take a trip vacation. You deserve a day. You deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, pull up on me. We did chillin' at the spot. What time? Anytime. Pull up on me. We did coolin'. The chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up.
Oh, come and pick me up.
To the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride.
Oh, don't it feel good? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, we have a show for you guys today. I'm going to get the voicemails, as you guys know, as All Rise is indeed your show. But man, oh man, do I have quite a bit to discuss this morning. News breaks very, very early talking about the Marcus Stroman situation, Aaron Boone's comments, and it's amazing because I got a feeling there's a lot of people out there that's like, I know what Pete's going to say this morning. You might not. You might not know what Pete's going to say this morning. That's why we tune in, but I do have a lot to talk about. Connor O'Neill, my good friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
He got that gahabagoo. He says, what up, Pete? Happy Friday. What's up to you, my brother? Appreciate you being here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump right in because there is a lot to discuss, and I have a lot to say. Quite a bit to say. I mean, that's not new to anybody. Pete Simonetti always has a lot to say. But let's get right into it. So Marcus Stroman shows up today, and Marcus Stroman talks. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get to the clip. Let's play the clip.
Considering your pedigree, could you handle being a reliever?
I'm a starter.
So right now,
I'm a starter.
You're the sixth starter, so how do you handle that?
See how it plays out. I'm a starter.
You do not want to pitch in the bullpen?
I won't pitch in the bullpen. I'm a starter.
I'm a starter. I will not pitch in the bullpen. I am a starter. I think he said I'm a starter before the guy even finished. He knew where they were going, obviously. Marcus Stroman's not dumb. He obviously knew, where it was. What's going on right now. DJ Steelio with the Super Chat says, if I gift memberships, can we get them in Discord? Anybody could join Discord however they like. If you gift memberships, they're more than welcome to join Discord. But Beast Mode then says, get him out of here. We're going to get to that. Marcus Stroman starts off by saying, I'm a starter. Ladies and gentlemen, he also says, I'm not pitching out of the bullpen. Folks, do you know what Marcus Stroman just did? Marcus Stroman stated the obvious. He's not a reliever. He's a starter. Marcus Stroman is not saying anything here that's going to knock anybody's socks off. Now, before anybody goes, but Pete, hold on a second, he wasn't good. Fine, fair game. Maybe look at the people who knew he wasn't good since the second half of the year and blame them. How about that? How about blame the guy and the leadership team who at this moment still thinks DJ LeMahieu's good enough to play every day? They gave Marcus Stroman $18 million. They knew since the second half of last year there was no way forward for Marcus Stroman. What would you like Marcus to say here? Sure, I'll do whatever they like. He stated the obvious, folks. Marcus Stroman sat there and stated the obvious. Here's what I'm also going to say. Was Marcus Stroman good? No. Marcus Stroman doesn't necessarily have a leg to stand on, but the Yankees went out there and made additional moves. Move them. Look, the Yankees are the one playing cheap here. The Yankees are the ones saying, we got to get all of our money back unless we're not moving you. Marcus Stroman said today, look, I'm ready to pitch, 6 innings today. I could go 30 starts today. I can start that process. I'm ready to go. And I apologize. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm sorry. I came out ready to rock this episode. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody out there. DJ Stelio with 5 memberships. I appreciate you guys. But ladies and gentlemen, this is more of the same from the dysfunction of Yankees leadership. Aaron Boone sits there yesterday and makes nothing but excuses for Marcus Stroman. He does it every year, guys. I mean, it's well within his rights. He does this every year. Every single year, he does the same thing. He scrubs his profile and, he's in a great spot. We'll see what happens when he gets here. But, he's well within his rights. Marcus Stroman shows up and goes, hey, Aaron Boone, eat crow, brother. Marcus Stroman even said, it's an awkward situation, kind of, You go out there and basically say the guy's available, you don't move him. How do you want him to act? How would you like for Marcus Stroman to act? I see people going, but Pete, they're paying him $18 million. Do whatever the hell you're supposed to do. I get it. But the reality is they're out there openly looking to move him and they can't do it. So I see some people out there going, oh my God, but Pete, the defense let him down. It was the defense's fault. Marcus Stroman had a negative 16 outs above average. It was the defense. Brian Cashman even came out and said it was the defense. The defense hurt him. Brian Cashman is also actively trying to move Marcus Stroman. Unsuccessfully, by the way, as of now. Looking to move him because, the Yankees have to save money. Instead of not allowing this to become a distraction, the New York Yankees have to save money. Hal Steinbrenner got to think about his pockets instead of saying, hey, look, you know what? This guy's had a bit of a history with causing a bit of uproar. Maybe the best thing to do is let's just get rid of this guy. Let's move him. The Yankees knew this for a long time. And again, I threw that up on the screen. I'll throw it up again for anybody utilizing this to say that Marcus Stroman is good. Marcus Stroman is, should start for the Yankees, if anybody's saying that. I haven't seen nobody say that. But for people sitting there going, this is the defense of Marcus Stroman, ladies and gentlemen, I think Marcus Stroman would sit there and tell you he wasn't good. Frank says, happy Valentine's Day to all. Appreciate you, Frank. I think anybody looking at this would be able to tell you that Marcus Stroman was not good. Marcus Stroman would tell you he wasn't good. Marcus Stroman, I believe seriously, will not sit here and say, it's the defense's fault that I sucked. Folks, he made 29 starts for the Yankees. His last 15 games, 14 of those being starts, he pitched 70 innings and gave up 95 hits with 22 walks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a good stat line. Poor defense, great defense, it doesn't matter. This is not a good stat line. So anybody sitting there going, well, he's way better than those numbers. No, he's not. He's not way better than those numbers. And it's become a trend for Marcus. And look, I think Marcus will look at this and go, you're right, I wasn't good in the second half. But my beef is valid. And I agree. His beef is valid. You want to know something else that the Yankees are so stupid about? And again, folks, I'm not saying some of you shouldn't be mad. There's a lot of very, 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 very old school fans out there that tend to forget that this game has changed. Unfortunately, time is different. Whether you like it or not, some things are different nowadays. Would everybody love to have heard Marcus Stroman come out there and go, hey, look, these guys are paying me $18 million. I'm going to do whatever they like. Marcus Stroman is probably within the final years of his career. He recognizes I'm no help to this club as a relief pitcher. I think anybody with a fucking brain, excuse my language on this Sunday morning, would recognize he's not a relief pitcher. He's stating the obvious. Whether you think it's Marcus Stroman saying, hey, you guys said, F you. No, I don't know if it's necessarily that. Johnny Almonte adds in, worst thing Hal ever said was that he could afford anyone. Well, he can't afford to move Marcus Stroman and pay $10 million of that deal, can he? He's not a starter. Oh, it's Friday. My bad. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I don't even know if it's Sunday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Who gives a poot? It's earlier in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy stated the obvious. He stated the obvious. He's not a starter. Look at the club. Look at the problems on this team that have been here year in and year out that I've been telling you guys constantly. It's a problem. And at this point now, I've evolved so much in the Yankees front office on the problems there. I don't even really get upset with Aaron Boone anymore in regards, because I've come to expect it with Aaron Boone. This is who Brian Cashman has put out there. Why would you want Aaron Boone why would you expect Boone to say anything else? He's not going to. Jason adds in, hello everyone, not even a week in and we have excuses, zero accountability already. This is on the Yankees, folks. This is on the front office. I don't blame Marcus Stroman. I'm sorry. It took Aaron Boone 5 years to hold Gleyber Torres accountable. They asked him yesterday, and Aaron Boone, to Aaron Boone's, not necessarily his credit. It's who he is. He sat there yesterday, folks, and he said, hey, guess what, everybody? He does this every year. Marcus Stroman scrubs this stuff. That's it. He scrubs his things. It's not a big deal. He's not breaking any of the rules. No problem at all. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is wonderful. No big deal. No worry. That's all right. It's okay. And then the player comes out, the same player who came out and said, I run through a wall for this guy. Says, no, I wasn't showing up. I was within my right, but I'm not showing up. That's Boone. I want to highlight a tweet here. This tweet right here, and I've mentioned this account before on All Rise, but I want to talk about this because some people have the ability to really to put their words and their emotions and how they're feeling about stuff into great words. And this account does this very, very well. Pete Simonetti's a talker. I'm not a writer. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to talk and talk and talk and talk. Listen to this. Here's this right here. Let's take a look. This is from Yankees Light. So at Yankees Light, it's called Yankee Slut, which, okay, all right. Hey, yo, a little Yankee slut action, okay? When the Yankees acquired Marcus Stroman for 2 years and $36 million, they were aware of two things. First, that they were onboarding a pitcher with declining velo and moving him into the toughest pitchers division in baseball. Second, they were embracing all of his intangible qualities, which have proven to be a major distraction in years past. 100% correct. As far as the latter goes, the negative outcomes have been surprisingly minimal. For the most part, Strowman has shown himself to be a good teammate and a team player. There have been moments, but none have been major, including today's events. And again, just to add to that, to what this person has said, Marcus Stroman has been known as a major distraction. There wasn't much of that, if at all, this year. We had the one problem the previous year, and that was it. Marcus Stroman has even said, look, I'm a lot more grounded. I'm more mature now. Understandable. Fine. I completely get that. By loudly telegraphing their intent to trade Strowman and then failing to in advance of camp, the Yankees have shown themselves to be a far greater instigating distraction. Shame on the front office, who lit $18 million on fire for a total of one WAR. Shame on Hal Steinbrenner, who over and over allows inefficient outlays and then imposes an ultimate limit. Steinbrenner is far from cheap, but when he runs an inefficient payroll in conjunction with a hard cap, it kind of doesn't matter where the cap is. Exactly. Think about this. In order to complete their starting lineup, the Yankees need to get out of a contract they entered into just 1 year ago. Ladies and gentlemen, if this doesn't sum it up, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. This tweet is phenomenal. It might be all you need to read. It is so perfect, locked in, dialed in. This is what the Yankees front office has become, folks. This is the problem. Again, anybody who's watched me for years, you understand that Pete Simonetti has a problem with Yankees leadership. Yes, indeed, I have a problem with Yankees leadership. Kyle Malay, thank you for dropping 5 memberships. Appreciate you, my guy. I have a problem with Yankees leadership for a reason. I don't simply just come on here and go, I'm going to yell at Yankees leadership today because I got nothing else to do. Baloney. Don't do that. I also tip my cap to them when they do the right thing. That is the way I feel we are. That is why we say we are real talk for the real fan. I could very easily have gone live today and just piled on, beat up on Marcus Stroman for sitting here and saying, I'm a starter. I could have very easily sat here and said, get rid of the friggin' guy already. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same team that has had over a year to move on, DFA, release DJ LeMahieu. They're looking at you, as they've done in year past, saying you're stupid. Hey, we like Gio. He ain't no Donaldson. You gotta be crazy if you think Donaldson's bad. IKF's the greatest fielder on planet Earth. What are you talking about? Our eternal numbers tell us this. DJ LeMahieu is healthy. They had all this time. They're the highest revenue team in Major League Baseball. They constantly eat crow. They constantly preach the best communication of any team in the major leagues, yet they're the worst. And it all leads back to Baldy and Hal. If you want to be fair, because Hal employs him. It's like when people tell me, And I can't be a hypocrite here, so I gotta be fair. I gotta put this on Hal too, because a lot of times people go to me and go, "Oh, George Steinbrenner wasn't that great, Pete." You know why? When Stick Michael took over, that's when it really got going. And I always say, well, that's the beauty of being the boss. When you're the boss, you can say, well, I hired him. I hired him. I hired him. I hired him. So I'm not going to disagree with this here. I'm going to be honest with you. The problem goes back to Baldy and Hal Steinbrenner because they put Aaron Boone in this position. This is the guy they wanted. Aaron Boone has constantly went to the airwaves and made himself look stupid to protect the player or his team. Now, you may sit there and respect that, but we talked about this before. That is not leadership. Leadership is not taking hits for people all the time to let them get away with what they've done wrong. That's not leadership. Leadership is to say, that's the problem. Let's fix it. Then you can also say, we had a conversation. It wasn't good. We're done here. Don't got to talk about it anymore. Move on. See the improvement. See the change. It again goes to the word accountability. And the greatest thing for the New York Yankees right now is that the American League is not the sexiest thing on planet Earth. But I will tell you this. The American League East is a little bit better this year. They're going to have to really earn it. But this specific situation, this goes back for years now, of the Yankees eating crow constantly. Brian Cashman eating crow constantly. Can I ask you guys a question real quick in this chat, in all seriousness? Would you like to see Marcus Stroman come out of the bullpen? Simple yes or no. I'm not even gonna put a poll up. Would you like to see Marcus Stroman come out of the bullpen? Anyone? Interesting. So Marcus Stroman basically just said what you guys said. Marcus Stroman just said what you guys said. Nelson wants him as the long man for $18 million. Nelson wants him as the long man for $18 million. Nelson works for the Yankees. Robert O'Connor, but whose fault is that? He don't go out there and trade himself. Whose fault is that, Robert? What other option does he have? Maybe trade him. Maybe release him. Maybe dump him. You don't want him. Rightfully so. He doesn't fit your club right now. But that was your contract. You offered him. Marcus Stroman can't go out there and trade himself. He can't go out there and say, I'm going to release myself. He can't do that. Fact of the matter is, that is on Brian Cashman. The Yankees are playing cheap here. You mean to tell me if the Yankees said, hey, look, he's owed $18 million, we'll pay $12 million of that. You don't think Marcus Stroman would be traded by now to some team, the Oakland A's, who need people? You don't think Marcus Stroman, who you know will give you 70 or 80 innings, you don't think they could have dealt him? Fact of the matter is, this is the Yankees ownership being cheap. When they have a moment here, they should simply say, adios. See you later, Marcus. No problem. See you later. That's all they could have done. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit here. I am not going to sit here. And Ron says they can't trade him. No one wants him. Cut the Yankee propaganda bullshit out. Nobody wants him for what the Yankees signed him to. Stop it. I know the people in this chat are much smarter than that. Don't play the Yankees propaganda bullshit. Look at the amount of money pitchers that are not nowhere good at all are being paid. Stop it. It has nothing to do with no team wants him. It's the fact of the matter is that the Yankees are saying we're not paying his salary down. We're not admitting we made a mistake. King Dre says, Pete, you made me happy like an ass. Happy like an ass. Sent the voicemail talking about something and you are talking about something completely different. That's all right. We're going to get to the voicemails here momentarily. Crackle Nuts, spot on. If you pay down $8 million and say you have Marcus Stroman for $10 million, if he gives you half a good year, the majority of teams would take him for $10 million. If you don't believe that, you are eating up the Yankees propaganda all day, every day. Is this me sitting here saying that Marcus Stroman is a phenomenal person, teammate? Am I going to bat for Marcus Stroman here? No, not at all. I'm not going to bat for Marcus. I'm simply saying Marcus Stroman just said the truth. Marcus Stroman said, I'm not a starter. I mean, I'm not going to the bullpen. I'm a starting pitcher. There's some more to talk about here. Let's listen to some more Marcus.
Did it bother you that you were in the bullpen in the postseason?
No. I'm just talking about being a starter this role. Not at all. Those playoffs, there's different roles. That calls for different, for you to be in different circumstances. I was completely fine with that. But overall, I'm a starter. I've been doing this 10 plus years. And like I said, not many people do it at that level or can stay healthy at the level that I do to go out there and give 30 plus starts that I do pretty routinely.
Folks, again, like it or not, he's not lying. I can't believe I'm sitting here. Now I'm feeling like I'm going to bat for Marcus Stroman. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Production-wise or not, Marcus Stroman has had his injuries. He's been beat up. What he's saying right there, circumstances. If I'm a starter and we get to a moment towards the postseason and everybody looks around and goes, Marcus, you're obviously not going to be starting here. He'd sit back and go, oh, I get that. I understand I'm not going to be a starter here. I get that. The Yankees got 3 starters for the postseason. We're strong. We're ready to go. I understand that. If I got to go to the bullpen in that situation, that makes sense. That I understand. But to start another year, I'm a starter. I can't come out of no bullpen. Marcus Stroman, to his credit, 2021 with the Mets, 33 starts. 2022, 25 starts. 2023, 25 starts. 24, 29 starts. 2020 didn't pitch. 2019, 32 starts. 2018, 19, 17, 33, 16, 32. He's not wrong. Again, like the player or not, he usually does take the ball. I'm on record of saying it. I said it last year when they got him. I said it this year. Second half, he tends to falter and get beat up. That's fair. You want to know why that's fair? Because Marcus Stroman is a smaller guy. He's probably not going to last throughout the whole year, but he typically pitches pretty solid for you at the beginning of the year. Let me show you guys something here. Marcus Stroman, pre-All-Star game for the Yankees, in 105 innings, he had a 3.51 ERA. That is worth $18+ million to the point. If that's all he gave you next year, he's just about worth $18 million. And you could sit there and go, Pete, you're nuts. Look at what pitchers are getting paid. If Marcus Stroman went to another club and pitched, for an example, let's say a team goes, hey, look, Yankees, pay down $6 million. We'll pay him $12. $12 million for a 3.51 ERA in 105 innings. That is 19 starts. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Every team would take it. Every team would take it. That's it. King Dre says, I didn't want him even before last year. I saw this a mile away, but I agree with you, but the Yankees should have known better. King Dre, that's exactly where I'm at and what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying in this situation here. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, folks that are watching this show, look at Brian Cashman. Need I remind you, he is telling you, they are saying, well, it's February 11th, whatever the day was when it was Yankee Hot Stove. They still got time. How many people knew that DJ LeMahieu was done last year? How many of you knew that DJ LeMahieu was done in spring training of last season? Can anybody give me a yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. We all knew. We all knew. Ladies and gentlemen, we all knew. Guess what? He's still a Yankee. Did everybody see the writing on the wall when Louis Heel was pitching great? When Clark Schmidt looked phenomenal and knowing he's cost control for years to come? When Carlos Rodon had bounced back? When Garrett Cole was healthy? The list goes on and on and on and on. Did everybody sit back in that moment and then go, Marcus Stroman doesn't really have a role in this team next year? I think that's fair game. I think everybody knew Marcus Stroman doesn't necessarily have a space on this club. Marcus Stroman is still here. The Yankees played Alex Verdugo over their top prospect and said they're a better team with the worst player. Aaron Boone just sat there and made excuses for Marcus Stroman. He came in today and just kicked it down. Hicks, Donaldson, the list, IKF, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. The Yankees have an amazing ability to simply look at a player and go, adios. See you later. See you later. Goodbye. Let's listen to the magical Aaron Boone speak about Marcus Stroman's comments.
He says he will not pitch in relief. I'm a starter. Right now, he's your sixth starter. If everybody stays healthy, that could be a problem if he's still here.
Well, first of all, happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th. So, you know, you're getting way ahead of this thing. Like, we're getting him ready. We're building him up to be a starting pitcher. And, you know, that's so far out there. And we'll obviously address anything we have to once we get into certain situations. But right now the focus is getting him ready to go, and I think he's got a pen tomorrow, and it's getting him ready to start. And then as we go, when things come up, we'll address them.
Look, again, I'm not going to beat up Aaron Boone on this at all because, again, anything can happen. So, in my opinion, that's a good way of handling that. The whole idea about, let me see, I think there's another one. Here's the other one. Let me play this other one before I respond.
And we've seen teams in the Mets and the Dodgers, most likely the Japanese guys go to a six-man rotation. Any possibility you guys will go to six-man?
Never say never. I mean, I don't necessarily see us doing that, but, you know, we'll see where we're at. Again, that's, you know, a long way away. You know, reality is we're probably getting 10, 11 guys ready to be starters. And who knows how many of them you're going to have to use right away or, you know, at some point during the season. You know, I'll never say never, but I'm not looking at it as we're going to have a 6-man.
There you go. I mean, look, I know there's many times that you could beat up Aaron Boone and you could, get angry with Aaron Boone or whatever the hell it may be. There's many times that you're easily able to do that based off what he says. This situation to me is not one of those situations. I'm just being quite honest with you guys here. The media, the beat writers tried to, some of them tweeted out, Aaron Boone said the Yankees will consider a 6-man rotation. When you listen to that, does it really sound like Aaron Boone is considering a 6-man rotation? But this is the type of shit the media does because they need their clicks, they need this, they need that. Aaron Boone didn't. The way I forgot where it was. I got to try to find a tweet, but there was multiple tweets that simply said, Aaron Boone on a 6-man rotation. Never say never. Stop it. Stop it. Don't make me defend Aaron Boone here because I'm going to have to defend him. Aaron Boone simply immediately went into never say never, but I don't think that's the case. He didn't sit there and say, well, seriously consider that, the way they kind of made it sound. They just never say never. Never say never. And a lot of people didn't watch it and immediately said, oh, here's Aaron Boone. Can never just give a straight answer. No, I think he gave a fairly straight answer. You can never say never, but it's not something we're considering. You just don't know what happens in baseball. But we're not considering that. So I don't think he said anything wrong there. And to Marcus Stroman's credit, he's doing full workouts with the club. Marcus Stroman and good old El Bigote, as you guys know, Austin Wells there. So he's doing his full workouts. He's doing everything he has to do. Marcus Stroman stated the obvious. I am not a starting pitcher, folks. I'm sorry if that bothers some people, but it is what it is. Marcus Stroman, in my opinion, is not wrong. And I'm going to get to your guys' voicemails now. Then we're going to talk a little about Nolan Arenado. I know everybody is so excited about Nolan Arenado, and is he staying in St. Louis now? Do the Yankees have a chance? You got multiple reporters saying the Yankees have had conversations, they haven't had conversations. But let's go ahead and get into your voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, Ben Francis, Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground, yeah. It's Valentine's Day, you know what that means. I'm down for satisfaction guaranteed if you smell what the macho's cooking. Dig it! And spring training started and people are talking about Marcus Stroman not practicing. And I don't blame the guy because Helidosis and Trash Can put themselves in a corner with the guy and aren't men enough to handle big boy situations, yeah. And as far as DJ LaBelch is concerned, nothing is nothing, yeah. But that don't mean jack squat, because it's time for a Frankie Sunshine rhyme, yeah. Spring is near, have no fear, Macho King's in full gear. I'll break you off bad, don't get mad, I'm the people's champ. Not a gimmick or fad, shimmer like a boss when I roll into camp. Drunks keep popping, asses go hopping. Record shop on the suckers with a fist of plutonium. When I'm on the mic, it's pure pandemonium.
Yeah.
Salute to the UWO and all the macho maniacs. Macho mamas, grandmas, and aunties too, don't you know? Stay macho! Ooh, yeah! Macho!
Oh my God, I tell you, man, he is just exceptional, man. That man is absolutely cherished in the NYYU community. And mind you, we may just be dropping a Macho King tee in the next couple of days, couple of weeks. I think we will be. There's nothing like Mach. He's the MVP of the channel right now for last year. And he's also the reigning voicemail GOAT. And you could certainly understand why that is. Let's keep it going, guys.
Pete Jilla!
There he is.
Oh, my NYYU fam. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Love one another. Kiss your loved ones. Hold them dear. And Pete, we got the dilemma. Does Stroman stay? Does he go? Do we get Nolan Arenado? We don't know. I want him, Pete. I think cash is on the clock and he has to get him.
Yeah.
But Pete, we know who we always have, and that's our loved ones. And on this
Yes, we
Valentine's
do.
Day, Pete,
Sing it to him, Dom.
we are still the one that holds them tight. We've been together since way back when. Sometimes I never want to see you again.
Okay, Dom,
but
don't hurt
I
him
want
now.
you to know, after all these years, you're still the one I want whispering in my ear. You're still the one I want to talk to in bed. Still the one that turns my head.
All right,
We're
Dom.
still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one.
And he's going
I love
still.
to touch.
Oh, he's still going.
The one that I can't get enough. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the
And
one.
he's still
that
going.
My ear. Still the one that I wouldn't switch. You're still having fun, and you're still the one.
Dom
Pete,
putting the concert on
we
today.
are still the one. NYU is still the one. The only one. And the Yankees, you're still the one. So let's keep it that way.
Facts.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's my Uncle Dom. Might have an Uncle Dom tea dropping at some point over the next couple of weeks for you guys too. So just saying, we love the community here at the U, baby.
Hey, Pete and Francis, William Henry here.
Yo.
Happy Valentine's Day to Jira, the MVP, and also to all of Francis Lee's grandmas. Heard
there's
those
a lot of them.
grandmas are competing with DJ for the third base position this spring training, and they'll probably beat him out. 3 points today. First of all, let's get Arenado as soon as we can with the best possible deal. Second point, I'm a baseball history guy, and I had the thought that I really think this year's team can compare to our great 1996 team if all goes well in many ways. Number one, just coming off a heartbreaking loss in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just like 1996, it's been
That's right.
over 15 years since we won the World Series.
Correct.
This year we have a deep starting rotation that is almost slump-proof, just like my guy Scotty Wright has said.
Yeah.
We have a very balanced starting lineup this year and a good
Agreed.
defensive team,
Agreed.
like the 1996 team. We've got a good 1-2 reliever punch this year with Luke Weaver and Devin Williams, just like we had in 96 with the great Mariano Rivera and then John
Agreed.
Wetland. So last and the third point is let's remember to smash that like button, just like Jazz Chisholm is going to smash 30 home runs this year. Take care. I'm out.
Thank you so much, William Henry. Always spot on. And yeah, look, everything talking about today has nothing to do with, not being optimistic about the Yankees. It has nothing to really do with the club. Like I said before, no matter what gripes I have with the front office, no matter what gripes I have with Aaron Boone, at the end of the day, this team went to the World Series last year. Whether you think it had something to do with poor competition in the American League, whatever you think it had anything to do with. I don't agree with that necessarily. Do I think that competition has been better in the NL? Yeah, I think competition is going to be better in the National League again. Doesn't mean that the team that gets there in the American League doesn't deserve it. The Yankees deserved it last year. It's who they played. They beat who they played. And look, without some of the terrible decisions and moves they made in the World Series, they could have competed a lot more in the World Series. Maybe could have won it. But I don't disagree. I still like the way this team is made up. I still think the Yankees did a good job. Like I say all the time, real talk for the real fan. I'll tip my cap to them many, many times. Would I rather the Yankees go a different direction than the guys they currently have? Do I think some guys, Brian Cashman has been in this role far too long? Yeah, I do. I do feel that way. I do feel there's some things the Yankees do incorrectly. Fine. We are all allowed to have our opinions. Am I going to sit here and say every move they make is bad and knock it and criticize it? No, I like what they've done this offseason. I'm more than happy with saying that. It's more than I expected them to do when Soto left. I didn't expect much. I was very concerned. And I think the Yankees gave me something that I could be excited about going into 2025. I'm very excited about this club. Doesn't mean I'm not going to criticize them in the moments they need to be criticized. I think they've handled Marcus Stroman poorly. I think they've handled the DJ LeMahieu situation horribly bad. Horribly bad. Still here. They're still both here. Don't have to be. They don't have to be. That's my problem. Let me do a refresh on the voicemails here, guys. We'll keep it going.
Hey, Pete. What's up, man? Good morning.
What up, brother?
This is King Dre. Listen, I didn't hear what Boone said about Strowman, about anything, to be honest, because I know it's some bullshit. I've been reading a lot of your the things your opinion, I guess you could say, on what you put on X, and I already know. I already know the story before I even hear it. To be honest, I just don't understand why he can't be honest. Why the Yankees can't be honest and say, such and such thing, and actually be honest about it. I think that would be something that the fans will actually appreciate.
Saying it for years.
Not to get political here, but it's almost like the past administration. They weren't honest, and now this administration is more transparent and is showing a little bit more honesty. I think the Yankees should be the same way.
Honesty's good?
I just don't get it. Anyway, like I've always said, God bless you. God bless the chat.
Thank you, King Dre.
Take care, Pete.
Thank you, brother. I greatly, greatly appreciate your voicemail. And look, man, I've said this for years about honesty. You're in New York City. You're in the Bronx. The one thing we want is accountability. There's a lot of new age fans that, worry so much about all the numbers and WRC plus and this and that and that and this, that they lose focus to understand that, we're still humans. People that play the game are still humans. They're not a number. They're not, they're human beings. And at the end of the day, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is always the best policy. No matter what in life, honesty is the best. One thing I always say, I always have a very, and I'm not saying this about the Yankees, I'm saying this about general life, right? It's so much more difficult to be fake. To be fake, you always have to be fake. You always got to remember what were the lies that I've said that I gotta keep around. I got to keep the same story. Being fake is a lot more difficult because you're going to have a lot more answers in the future. Do you guys know how many people I've dealt with already in my life that I can look at now and go, you're the fakest person I've ever known? These are the people that love everybody. Everybody's cool, but behind their back, they're talking terrible. They see them in person, they smile and hug them. They're the worst kind of people. And when you get snakes like that out, you're better. Everybody else is better around you. There's a lot of people like that in this world, especially with the world of social media. It's a lot easier to be fake nowadays. Me, I don't care. I've said this my whole life. I don't care about having friends. I don't give a poot about having friends. If I have a friend, it's a friend. It's a friend. They know I'm a friend. They're a friend. I'm going to have their back. And guess what? We're just going to be real with one another. We're going to be honest. We're going to tell the truth. And it's that simple because then we don't have to sit around and go, oh my God, what did I say before? Oh, how am I going to act around these people? Oh my God, what am I going to do? Be you. Be who you are. Tell the truth. And as a Yankee fan, all I want is for Aaron Boone to be honest. All I want is for Aaron Boone to be real. That's it. Just be honest and just be real. It's that simple. Just be honest with things. I'm not saying that Aaron Boone should have said Marcus Stroman is wrong. I think Marcus Stroman was just being honest. He was just being honest. Marcus Stroman came out and said what everyone in this chat said. He's not a relief pitcher. Not sure what's so hard about that.
I was on X Twitter last.
There we go.
From one of the Yankees sports writers.
I can't hear, brother. I can't hear you. I don't know who that was that called in. Looks like you had maybe a decent question about the Yankee sports writers, but I cannot understand anything you're saying. It's extremely low.
NYYU, good morning, everybody.
What's up, man?
Hey, so Pete, so this is what I'm thinking, right? So Marcus Stroman, he did his job the same way I did mine the other day. I got a new job. I gave them an 8-hour notice. Today's my last day. Thank you for treating me like shit. You know, hey, you guys are talking about trading me, blah, blah, blah. Hey, tell them, go fuck yourself, Yankees. Goodbye.
Hey, look, no player, every player has an ego. When you're in competition and you compete, you have an ego. I mean, that just comes with the territory. If you're in regular competitions, you're going to have somewhat of an ego. Nobody wants to be told they're not wanted. Who wants to go to a club and the whole offseason has been, we got to unload this contract? And Brian we haven't been able to find a match. Well, you guys could find a match. You're choosing not to find a match. And whether you say, well, it's good for business, blah, 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 whatever the hell you think it is, how about just get rid of the fucking guy? How about that? How about just get rid of the guy? You don't want him on the team. Send him to a team that would utilize him as a starter, which allows him to continue his career. How about that? Maybe that's the easiest way to go about it. And reality is, if you haven't been able to find a taker, I mean, you are the New York Yankees. Is it business-wise to simply say, I'll pay you $18 million to go home? No, it's not smart business. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that's the case. I believe the case is very simple. As many reporters have reported on, the New York Yankees want to save money. The New York Yankees want to save money. That's it. They want to figure out a way that a team will take him and take on $15 million of his contract, $14 million of his contract. Instead of the Yankees going to every club that's available and say, look, we're willing to pay down $6 to $8 million of this deal, and we'd still save $10 to $12 million on him. I mean, it's not like you're really allocating those funds to some big-time free agent that's not available because they're not there. So the Yankees could do it. The fact of the matter is they're not willing to. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Hey, T, what's going on, man? It's Truth always. God bless everyone in Jesus' mighty name.
What's up, fam?
My brother, man, I gotta say something. As far as the Aaron Boone thing, I think he went to the same class. Probably had some classes with Kamala Harris. I don't really get into politics, but
come on, guys, leave politics out of here, man.
Word salad, maybe one crouton here, but another word salad, another word salad, another word salad. You get the drift. Yo, this dude talks about nothing. He says nothing.
True.
And see, in Spanish, we say, nunca son dueño de punto. That means dudes have no point. Never has a point. Like, makes no sense when he speaks. Man, look, let me tell you something. We all trying to root, we all want to root for Aaron Boone, right?
Yeah.
He happened to be the coach or the manager, whatever you want to say, for the Yankees. But come on, man. Like, dude, step up to the plate and say this dude gonna be he's gonna be a starter and not a starter. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like that is playing games with people like Marcus Stroman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Marcus Stroman's going in and is like, look, I want to be a starter. I'm going to be a starter. I have been a starter. But I'm pretty sure somebody is, I know you could be in the bullpen messing with their minds. You know what I'm saying? People like Brian Cashman also. Clown. Looking like the bizarro version of George Costanza. Yo, it's crazy, man. You better step up, man. Get it right. All right, man. God bless everyone. The Yankee chat. God bless everyone. In Jesus' name. Salute.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Truth always. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. Nobody wants to see Marcus Stroman as a relief pitcher. Nobody does. Osvaldo says, there's a match for Strowman, Pete. The problem is the industry knows that useless Cashman is desperate to trade him. They will not give him any favors. And you're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. You're spot on, actually. You are spot on. I agree with you. I agree with you 150%. That's it. That's it. I agree with you 100%, man. And thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. You're spot on, man. It's wild to me. It's wild to me that knowing Marcus Stroman's history, knowing the beef there was, if you remember, Marcus Stroman took shots at Brian Cashman before. wouldn't Brian Cashman have, you know, the mental capacity to know that maybe we should just deal him? Maybe we should just move him? I don't know. Angelo Production says, sup, Pete? Stro is staying and DJ will start at third base. Wouldn't shock me. Shouldn't shock anybody. This is where we are, folks.
Yeah, what up, Simonetti?
Yo!
It's the one and only from the neighborhood DJ City over the book calling in again. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, he got the book.
Happy Friday. Happy All Rise. Happy Francis Friday without Francis. Fucking A, man. What's going on, man? And also, one more thing. Happy Valentine's to everybody's mother. All right? Okay. What's going on, man? I got one comment with the whole Eric Boone situation, bro, and Marcus Stroman. Is it just me? I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. Is it just me? Or does it feel like Aaron Boone is going to be the scapegoat for everything that's going to happen this year? And regarding the players and then the front office, because it just feels like he wants to do, you know, he wants power to, you know, control the lineup, but I feel like the front office isn't giving it to him, bro. It's like, they're like, nah, we're good. If anything, if anybody's a bad guy in this whole thing, the fucking front office. Fuck the front office. Fuck Cashman. Fuck Fishman. I can't say fuck Boone now because he is the reigning AO manager, you know, that took the AO team to the World Series. But anyways, man, before I go, let me hit you with a little jokey joke. And this joke
Please do.
is a Valentine's special. What's the difference between your missus and work? Your missus loves when you come late. Your job doesn't. Gotta go.
Oh my God, he's got a book. He's got a book. Hey, yo, he's got a book.
I'm gonna come.
He's got a book. Damn it, I tell you what. DJ Steelio has a book. All right, is what he does over here. But I think the real question to ask and to have conversations with right now and to discuss, I think it's really simple. Here's a great question to ask the New York Yankees. Why are you guys, you haven't won the World Series since 2009. Why are you all not doing everything in your power to take away any distraction or any weakness from this club? That's my question. If I leave you guys with anything today, that's my question. Why are you guys who have not won the World Series since 2009, you went to the World Series last year, why are you guys not doing everything in your power to alleviate any type of distractions? Get them out of here and move forward with a club that is solely focused on righting what went wrong last year. That is my question to the New York Yankees, and that is it. Because at the end of the day, folks, whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, they, the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner, Brian Cashman, they have continued to allow this to happen. So that's my simple, easy, nice question that I will leave for you all today. Again, why have the Yankees, who have not won since 2009, went to the chip last year because we saw what the Dodgers have done this offseason. Not saying the Yankees haven't done nothing. Why haven't they not done everything in their power to alleviate any of these distractions, weak points, problems on this club? Get them out of here before spring training begins. I leave you guys with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, listening to me. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, if there's any news that breaks, we got you. King Dre says Elon needs to audit the Yankees. I don't know what he might find. You might not be too happy with that, but peace out, guys. Much love to each and every one of you. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. text.